Okay, so somebody left me a message for one of the pieces that I have on my YouTube page or YouTube channel. What it was I set some guitar chords to "God Be With You Till We Meet Again." There are two different versions in our Presbyterian hymnal. There's two versions in the Methodist hymnal too that I have from my youth. But anyway, I had set it in the key of D major, which is what the key is in our hymnal. But somebody who listened to the song said, "Hey, I need it in the key of D flat." So instead of retuning your entire guitar down a half step, the reason why you might not want to do that is because if you're playing other music in your service, then you're going to be either putting a capo on one and playing everything with a capo on here, or you may not. You may want to just set. You may want to play it in a regular tuning. So I originally, like I said, had set the piece in the key of D major. And the way that I figured out how to play it in the key of D flat major would be to set it in the key of G first of all. So if we're playing a song in the key of G, we know that at the fifth fret we're gonna sound like we're in the key of C. So if you want to sound in the key of D flat major, you just move it up a half or one fret, and now you're gonna sound in the key of D flat. So before I get a lot of people saying, "Hey, this is wrong with theory," look, I mean, I have a music degree, but it's from 30 some years ago. I was a music performance major in voice. Obviously, I'm not a professional singer. You'd see me all over the place, and I'm not. So my music degree is pretty old, so I'm a little rusty in theory. So hopefully this will be helpful to you. But if I'm wrong, it's very possible. So what I did first I set the song to, or I may have found some of these chords online, but I originally set the song in the key of D major, and now we're moving it to D flat, so I set it to the key of G. So the way I figured this out when I was transposing, what I figured out was, well, if I'm going from D to G, my one chord for both keys is D or G. So you've got a G major chord. Every time I see a G in the key of D, that is your subdominant, which is a major 4. So that means in the key of G, that is a C major chord. Also in the hymn that I have here is an A, which is in the key of D, is a dominant. It's a major sound. So in the key of G, the dominant is a D major chord. Okay. Also in the song, there is an E major chord. That is a major 2. Usually, or I shouldn't say usually, a lot of times when we play a 2, it's a minor song. It's a minor sound. But in this version, it's a major sound. So that's the dominant of the dominant. So it's a major 2, which in the key of G is an A major chord. We're also playing an E minor chord in the key of D, which is the typical minor 2. So in the key of G, it would be a minor 2, which is an A minor chord. So I think those are all the chords that we have in here. Again, we're at capo 6. We're playing in the key of G. So the chords are G. Then we also have a C major chord, a D major chord, an A major chord, an A minor chord, and I think that's it. So those are the chords that we're playing. Again, when I try to play with our pianist, I just started playing guitar when COVID hit, and I'm not that great. So I try to design these hymns. If I can't find one online, I try to make it as easy as possible, so that if anybody wants to join me, they can, or use these in your own church, go ahead. But I try to make these hymns as easy as possible. So hopefully this will work with your arrangement in your hymnal. So it's going to go G, C, D, and G, G, A, D, and G, sounds like with the lyrics from our hymnal, the Presbyterian hymnal. God be with you till we meet again. Loving counsels guide, uphold you with a shepherd's care enfold you. God be with you till we meet again. A lot of times we'll do cowboy chords just to make it a little easier on me. So this would be your G, this would be your C, this would be your D, your A minor is the same, A major is, and that's it. So this is what it sound like with cowboy chords. So it's I don't know if that's what they're really called, but that's just what I've heard them called before. So, God be with you till we meet again. Loving counsels guide, uphold you with a shepherd's care enfold you. God be with you till we meet again. I hope this helps. Yeah, thanks for listening. Take care. Bye-bye.